Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you guys doing? We are going to set up my WD My Cloud today. So I am going to fully unbox it and show you how to set it up so that you can access your files from anywhere. With a cloud storage like a WD My Cloud, it's not an external hard drive per se. It is a cloud, just like Google Drive, Dropbox, OneDrive, any of those. So it's cloud-based. You can access your files from anywhere in the world. You have this unit that's going to be in your home, and any computer that's directly in your home, you can map it. I'm going to show you how to do that, and you can access it from any computer that's in your home, laptop, any phone, any mobile device. And then if and when you are out and about and you need to access those files, there is an option to log into your online account and be able to uh, access those files to download no matter where you are. If this is something that you are interested in because you have a lot of files like me, I have a bunch of video files that I have to organize. So if this is something that you feel like you'll benefit from, stick around. You have 30 seconds to subscribe to either of the channels that I'm on YouTube, or like and follow me on Facebook. Hit the like button, hit that share button, and drop a comment to say hey. All right, y'all, I'll see you in 30 seconds. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to, depending on where you're watching from, you might be watching on Facebook under Shaquille Lavelle, or one of my two YouTube channels, 365 Creative Academy, or Honestly Speaking. I do live videos such as this and live teachings, and sometimes every once in a while, a pre-recorded one to share with you guys different things that can help you, whether you are in the creative space for business or just as a hobby. It's just for personal uses and personal growth, I guess, when it comes to being very creative. When you are a creative, you have a lot of files, whether it is just SVGs, PNGs, JPEGs. You probably took a bunch of screenshots of stuff. You have a bunch of fonts and things like that, backgrounds, and then like your actual project. These things can slow down your computer if you have it all stored on your hard drive. So if you have something like an external hard drive, which is what most times people say, or save it to like a jump drive, a USB drive, it does free up the space. But if you have external drives, or if you have a bunch of USB drives, that's a lot of plug and play for those. They can go out, they can break. With external hard drives, ask me how I know. You can literally lose all of your information on there, thinking that you are backing it up, and then you literally lose everything because you end up with a scratch disk um, on the external hard drive. And then if you're moving it around and stuff like that. So with this cloud one, it's really no different than having, like I said, the Google Drive, Dropbox, OneDrive, and things like that. I still utilize them. I back stuff up and some everywhere, and I use them for different purposes. I'm hoping that now that I have this, it'll make it a little bit easier um, to share with my staff. Now, whenever I share videos or I have to share a file with clients of mine, I do use my Google Cloud. So I still pay for that, but for personal use and for the business and everyone that works for HS Sync 365, this is going to make it a lot easier for us to be able to share files and work from the same ones. All right. So I got my WD My Cloud home from Best Buy. We had the older model, which is the WD My Cloud. It's not the home version. This is a newer style, and it has changed just a little bit in how it operates. Now it's like a new interface, a new website. So we've been using it for years now, and we have a 4 terabyte. But because I'm doing so much video content, I'm preparing for a lot more pre-recorded video content. I had to have somewhere where I can store all of those things. So we invested in another one. Originally, I thought we were getting 12 terabytes, but we got 16 and it's a 2 bay. And I like the fact that it backs it up. So it's like it's saving it twice every time that we save to it. And, I've complained a time or two about my cell phone not having space. So I'm going to finally back up my cell phone stuff to the cloud so that I don't have to worry about that. The WD My Cloud does work with both Windows and Apple, as well as Apple and Android. So you're not limited in which device you prefer to use. You can use just this one device for all of them. In our house, everything in my room is Windows and Android. Everything else outside of my office is all Apple because my family, except for me, enjoys Apple. But we can all utilize the My Cloud. All right. So I'm going to unbox this bad boy, show you guys how to set it up. And yeah, I'm going to start to move some of my video files over so that my assistant can get them uploaded to my academy. All right. So I see all of you guys here. If you are watching the playback of this, this is being recorded live. So there's not going to be very much editing to this. If any, probably upload the same way it is. We will have timestamps on it. So if you don't want to watch a certain part of it and you need to go to a specific part, more so probably like when we get to mapping the drives, the timestamps will be on there. Just go ahead, look in the description or move your mouse across the bottom of the screen to find the timestamp that you need. All right. So let me see. I see a few questions here, a few people on. Hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, hey, hey. Good morning. Hey, Cassandra. Miss Howell, how are you? Miss Holloway. I have a Google Drive and external drive. Is it a good idea to save to both? Yes, especially if you just have an external hard drive. Those can go out. I mean, I thought I was doing something with saving mine, and I lost everything when it got scratched. And from that point on, I was using cloud-based storages, using my Google Drive, using my Dropbox more and more and more because I lost all of that information. And then even also lost one on his. It was a WD one. It was a small one. We're thinking, okay, it's compact. You can move it around. Even when we got one that was a little bit bigger, it was like, okay, we won't move this one. It'll stay right here. We'll just bring the computers to it and plug it up, or we had to move it to like the desktop. But still, all that moving around made it to where it scratched, and we always had to move it around and attach it to the computer that we wanted to pull the files off of. Well, with this one, you don't have to worry about that. It stays in one stationary space and you can access your files from any computer. You don't have to plug it in to access the information on it. So it's a much better option. And if you just have the external, the Google Drive allows you to do the same thing. Access your files from no matter where you are. Okay. How does Dropbox work? I see it on my computer. It's no different than your Google Drive. It's the exact same way. I think you can get a free account, and I forget how much storage is with the free one, but you can always, of course, pay for more space. So once you save it to that, you just have to have that Dropbox account on another device on your computer. And once you have it on there, you just go ahead and click on it, and it'll show you everything that is on that cloud. It is stored on Dropbox's server. So every time that you're accessing that, you're basically you're saving your files to their cloud, their server, and you're going through their server to access your files. With this, it is in your home. So it is your server. Hey, Craftily Me. Okay, Judy, hello and good morning. All right, we're going to go over to the other table, and I'm going to unbox it and get started because I need to start moving files. There we go. All right. So as I mentioned, we purchased the 16. I originally thought we were getting the 12, but he did end up upgrading to get the 16 terabyte one. And where is my X-Acto blade to open this up? This is a 2-bay, so it's basically 2 8-terabyte storage units in here, like inside of it. So it just ooh, wait a minute. Let's see. What was this? I probably had that on camera. I'm not sure what all that is, but it gives you like some basic instructions as far as setting it up. Oh, it actually isn't. I mean, it looks huge because of the box. It actually might not be much bigger than our other one. I thought it was like much, much taller than this. All right, so let's put all of this. If you are someone that has a Silhouette Cameo, this will kind of give you an idea of the size of it. So next to, that's one reason I left it there. So next to my Cameo, this is how tall it is. So it's fairly compact. It doesn't take up a lot of space. This one is heavy, much heavier than my other one. Oh, I forgot. I'm gonna have to go to Shakia. My router isn't in here, so I'm going to have to go and set this up to the router. So that's really all the unboxing for this one. So you have your power cord, and then you have your cable, which, where did my blade go? So just to show you what I'm going to do when I go over there. So we're going to take this and put it here. And then we're going to plug this side into the router. And of course, the power plug. And you can take put USB plugs in here as well to connect it to different devices. All right, hold on. All right, I want to just plug this in so that when I get over to the router, it's going to make it a lot faster for me to plug it in and get back to you guys. All right, so that's all I have to do on the unit here, just 2 plugs. And now I'm going to go plug it in and be right back so that I can go over to the website and get everything set up on it, okay? All right, y'all, you're going to get a little background music and I will be right back. Let me... right. If anyone comes in, y'all let them know that we will be right back. All right. In order for me to put this on the same network that I am on, I think I'm actually going to have to bring it back in here because right now I am on our Google Mesh drive. That is what my internet is on right now. I don't want to necessarily switch it over to, all right, let me see. Yes, I think I'm actually gonna have to, I did all of that and I need to bring it back in here so that it can connect to my Google Drive. Because if not, I'll have to move it to a different one. Hold on, let's see. I almost forgot about my Google Drive. I mean, not my Google Drive, my Google Mesh. All right, let's see. Available. All right, let me see if it will find it. Okay. Oh, that's what that code was for. Okay. So let me put this code in because that's what it was for. If it can't find it, there is a different code that I can use. So let's do that one. Whoa. Okay. So I'm going to go over to the site. I can't show you guys this part. So I'm going to put this code in that they gave me. Okay. I'm going to have to switch my internet. It's not going to find on that one. Hold on, y'all. You guys may see like a small jump. All right. I'm going to have to switch it over to, I'm going to have to take off my other drive temporarily and put this one on there just so I can get it set up for you guys. All right. I'll be right back. All right. Can you guys still hear me? I've had to switch my internet again. And now let's see if we can find it. Oh, it won't find it. Why? For some reason, it won't pick it up. And I plugged it. I switched out the other one for that one. So it's connected to the. All right. I don't know what's going on. It won't find it. And I put it on the same network that the other one was on. And for some reason, it's not finding it. Okay. Let's make sure. Okay. I'm on that one. Um, okay. Your My Cloud device is ready to go. I guess you just had to catch up for a second. All right. So I'm going to pull this over here so you guys can see it. All right, so we're going to download the let's see, this is the one for mobile. This is get the desktop app. So we're just going to go ahead and hit download. And then I will do it for our phones as well. So it's just downloading the software. It's not actually importing just yet. It's just putting the software. It's just telling you what you can do. And so it enhance your experience with apps. So it's just telling you the features of it. It's not doing anything yet. It's initializing and installing. The software is what comes with it. So we are installing and setting up my WD My Cloud Home, which is a in-house personal cloud storage. So you don't have to pay monthly fees for like Dropbox and Google OneDrive, like especially if it's for personal use. Like, so I do have Google Drive because I share files with clients. This is one that's for our own in-house personal use. All right, you can set a password, change device configurations, and do more with your USB device. All right, so we're going to go next. We can sign in, next, and all your notifications will appear here, next. And any photos that are shared with you here, access them from File Explorer, done. I can't show you guys that one because it went to the other screen. All right. So I'm going to sign into my cloud home. No. All right. It won't let me pull this to the other screen, y'all. So it just comes up and it says store and sync, drag and drop your files to your My Cloud home, or right click a folder to sync. And it's telling me like next. So I can share links. So you can create a share. It's just giving me information. Unfortunately, it put it on my other screen and I can't get it over to share that one with you guys. Okay. Okay, so now that this is here, I'm going to create file folders. And then with those, I'll be able to access them from anywhere. Oh, let me get rid of that comment. All right, there we go. All right, so I'm just going to go here and let's see, license agreement. I agree. So it's giving you my cloud, Alexa skills, network support, social and cloud import, seamlessly, all of that kind of good jazz. Here's some changes. Like some changes are coming to do more apps in early 2022. The Alexa integration will not be available after that date. The newly rebuilt social and cloud import functionality will not include Instagram, Box, OneDrive integrations. Okay. All right. So this is a little bit different than the way the other one was as far as creating folders. All right. So Yes, I don't want to do this because I have, so this one is a little bit different than the other one. So see, it's just albums, it's not drives and having accounts. So we all have, like, we have one for business, we have one for Elite Prince of Creation, Soloholics Anonymous. Like, we have different ones. So let's see, shared. Nope. Settings. I'm unboxing this one and doing it just like you guys. Um, well, going through with for the first time with this one because our previous one was a My Cloud, just a regular My Cloud. All right, so new folder. Let's call this 365 Creative Academy. All right, let's go down here and see all of my drives are mapped. And now that was seen because I had to unplug it. So we're going to go to network and let's see if this one comes up. So this seems to be a little bit of a different interface than the previous My Cloud because I don't even see it here. And I wonder if it's because this one has an app and the other one did not. Because I don't even see the drive here on Hub. That is not, yeah, that's not that. Hmm. This seems to be working exactly like Google Drive because now it's just a shared link. And everything now is, oh, I'm showing you guys everything at this point. All right, let's come off of this real quick. All right, let me see if there is a file for it on here. 'Cause I don't want to always have to drag and drop into an app. That's not fun. Let's see. And it seems like that's what this one, oh, it created the drive for me, but I want additional ones. So let me go back. So when I created that folder, see where it says 365 Creative Academy? Everything now, I guess, is just stored in the one. So I won't have to, like, here we have drives that are just for those things. Now it is just one single drive and then just different folders, which I don't really care for that. I liked having them on different drives. That is one feature that I really preferred. But as you can see here, it says even Shakia's My Cloud Home, and then that folder I created is right there. So as I save a file, so if I go back to, let's go just to Photoshop, and then I'm going to go File, Export, Export As, and Export. I'm going to come up here to this drive and I can save it to 365 Creative Academy, or I can create another folder. So let's just go new folder and we're going to say um, video thumbnails. And we're going to go WD My Cloud Setup 365 CA. It's a JPEG. We're going to save it. And now it's there. If I go back over to that app, that was there. Let's see. I'm trying to find that app. It didn't pin itself, so I have to go find it. So I just pulled it up right here. And now I'll be able to access this from any computer that is on our network. But right now, it's on a network that we don't really use because we prefer to use our Google Mesh, our Google Mesh one. So I just have to combine both of these so that they're on one. And see, now it is down here in the mapped networks, like everything else. It became Y. Hi, look, it gave us a Y for even. So it became a Y drive, but like with all the other ones, I can set them up and give them their own drive. So I'm going to have to do a little bit more in that because I rather have, instead of it all being in one, I rather have like all of my videos have its own drive. I was in my mind, I was going to make that a V drive for all of my video playbacks for them to be stored there. I don't really want to have to go through a bunch of folders on the drive. So it's supposed to be like a server, like that. That's how the other one was. It was a server. So when I map it, it asks me which server and then what's the file name. So I have to now figure out how to segment this into where it's just a server and it's different ones to it. So that's what I have to figure out for this one, but it's there. So the file is there. I can access it from any computer that is on our drive, or the way like it was set up before, I can create a shared folder and I can give anyone access to it the same way that I would with Google Drive, OneDrive, and things like that. But we're not going to necessarily share anything from this drive with anyone else. That's why I keep my Google Drive, and there's nothing like there's no personal stuff on our Google Drive. Let's see. Okay. So here is the one that was the internet based one. That's what I was trying to figure out, find out where that was. So this is the one that's on the internet. So I can, just like Google Drive, I can do it on the internet. And you see how I created the video thumbnails folder from my computer, but on the internet version, it's there. So this is how you would access it. Like if you're somewhere else, you would log into your WD My Cloud um, um, what's the word I'm looking for? Log into your WD Cloud account and then be able to access those files from anywhere in the world on any device. So that's the internet version of it when you're not in your house. All right. So that was a simple setup. Like it was actually a little bit easier than the other one, but I do wish that I could map it out. So I'm going to have to figure that part out to see how I can map different drives because that's the only part that I don't know. Yeah, see, I could import the data, but I don't want to do that. I like having everything as its own separate drive. So I got to figure that part out. That's the only thing I have to figure it out. All right. So quick, simple, easy process. Yeah, this one was actually really, really easy. This was no different than going to, let's say, um, signing up for a Google Drive and then starting to save your files. Like it was like literally that easy once it's set up to your hard, like to your Wi-Fi, like to your router and stuff. Like this was at I'm way easier, but I'm missing that factor of being able to have separate drives. So that's one part I got to figure out. And then once I do that, we will be all set. But WD Drive, like I said, you don't have to worry about monthly fees, annual fees, because it's yours. Now, this particular one, now, if you do like the annual fees, it'll probably come out, within a couple of years, you'll probably reach it. This particular one is 16 terabytes and it costs us about 500 bucks. If you were to do the Google Drive, so Google Drive. price. All right. So let's go back over here. So I currently have, I want to say a 2 terabyte for my Google. I might have a 5 somewhere in here. I know it's definitely not the standard one. So I want to say I have a 2 already. I'm not sure which account this is pulling from. This is, yep. So it's on the right one. Um, but yeah, I'm not sure why it's telling me that because I actually have another one. So if you do 20 terabytes, it's $100 per month. So here, 10 terabytes. So it's there's none that's like a 16, so it's kind of in between. So for 10 terabytes of storage, and you can share it up to five other people. With the other one, it's unlimited how many people you can share it with. So 10 terabytes is 49.99. Okay. This costs us, like I said, how much did he say? I want to say he said 600 provided by, which was well, basically $50 to us, Shakia. So then it'll be for a year. So after a year of paying for this, you would have paid for one that you can have forever. We've had our current WD My Cloud for, we got that, I want to say, even before Zani Mani was born, and he'll be 4 this year. So we got that at least 5 years, 4 to 5 years ago. We got our first one and never had any issues with it. So you can either, if you need a lot of space, pay $600 up front, or get that kind of space with Google Drive and pay that amount for just 1 year. So it does pay for itself over time. Like that is one that was really, really like it's a really, really, really big storage. The one we had before was 4 terabytes and it was only 199, 179 think retail, but I think when we got it, we paid 130 something, 150 something because we got it during like Black Friday several years ago. But normally it's like no more than $200 for the 4 terabyte. And if you do 4 terabyte, well, they have a 5, so that's 24.99 per month. So and still pretty much a year, it'll basically pay that, you'll pay that off. Well, it would be the same, and you'll still be paying and paying and paying and paying for the Google Drive. If you don't need a Google Drive, like necessarily for business to share with other people, those who are in my creative business program, they know how I recommend that you use the Google Drive. We talk about that all the time when it comes to their clients. But if you're not doing something like that and you just need it for your business to store your files, your fonts, your everything, then you don't have to worry about getting a Google Drive. Just invest in a WD My Cloud Drive. All right. All right, guys, that is the end of this. I am going to prep for dollar deals, I guess. All right. Thank you guys so very much for joining me. If you guys enjoyed this video, or if you decide to get one, come back and let me know if you got a WD My Drive, if it was easy for you guys to set up, as easy as this to set up as well, because I feel like this was a little too easy this time around. But just let me know if you end up getting one. You can utilize the links. You can get it from Amazon. Amazon also has the protection plan. My husband gets protection plans on everything. So we got it from Best Buy, but you definitely can get it from Amazon as well. It comes directly from Western Digital. The links for it are in the description. It's also on my recommendation list on my Amazon store. If you ever just click on my link tree and just go to my Amazon store, you should see it under storage. And also, we are the home of Honestly Speaking, Summation Paper, Ink, Pigment Ink, HS Ink Digital, and so much more. So visit our website, hsinc365.com, if you are in need of the best summation paper, the best summation ink. We also have 365 Creative Academy, where you get the best teachings and instructions on all things creative, from silhouettes using Silhouette Studio, Silhouette Cameo, sublimation, paper crafting, party favors, and so much more. All right. I am Shakia the Professor. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.